I'm appalled.
I'm appalled.
You're appalled. I'm appalled.
I just can't believe it. I'm appalled. What do you make of it, Bernard?
I'm appalled.
Welcome back to the Appalled Cast, where we talk sports and, we give proper and objective opinions, but also we do correct the narrative because there's a narrative out there that just ain't right, and we're going to tell it how it really is for most of us that, have lived through it, and most of us that were eyewitnesses to it when it took account. So let's talk about the Kobe Bryant, the true Kobe Bryant narrative that really took place and how it really should be compared when we talk about the GOAT debate. If there is ever a GOAT debate, Michael Jordan is pretty much unanimously the GOAT. I mean, the MVP trophy, they named it that now, the Michael Jordan Award. But if there is a close second, there is no closer second than Kobe being Bryant. So I got a clip from Magic Johnson here. He gonna chime in, and I'm gonna come back and give my reply.
After Kobe admired, respected Michael Jordan in such a way that he patterned his game after Michael, right? He's the closest thing. Kobe is the closest thing to Michael that we've seen. Why? Because he could score that basketball just like Michael Jordan. He had the same mindset and attitude just like Michael Jordan. He took no prisoners. He wanted to just put his foot on your neck. He wanted to destroy you mentally and physically, just like Michael Jordan. And he wanted to have 6 championships like Michael Jordan. He got close, he got 5, but he never got that 6th championship. Now,
all right, so let's talk about it. So at that time, it's always been clear that any basketball savant, anybody who knows the game, who's watched the game, who's played the game, who's participated in the game, who has been a fan of the game for years, knows that when it comes to the GOAT debate, there's really no one that's really honestly, in an honest observation, eyewitness accounts, knows that Kobe Bryant was the closest thing to Michael Jordan as far as dominance and mentality. As far as the skill set, the mental ability to be able to take it up a notch and to have such a competitive drive, it was Kobe Bryant. So what I'm here to do right now is, like you heard Magic say it, right? That's some validation because y'all don't know me, right? But you will know me. But this is what it is. So we're going to talk about it from a true perspective and from an eyewitness account of what was really taking place. So Kobe Bryant, his story is far more, it's really vast. It's not a small story as though we try to sum everything up via the Insta world that we live in. Everything is just fast and it's in a microwave and it's kind of compact, right? But Kobe Bryant had a journey because when Kobe Bryant came in the league, Eddie Jones was in front of him. Sat on the bench for 1 year, came off the bench, played big minutes in the playoffs and everything, as a rookie. But was never shied away from the moment. Kobe was always, you could always say that Kobe wanted it. Even when at times it was a lot of, oh man, he's imitating Mike. But imitation is the greatest form of flattery, So, with Kobe Bryant, what he had did though, if you're gonna imitate anybody, you should imitate Mike. So what Kobe Bryant is, he took that to another level. But let me give a true narrative as to what took place. Because what took place at the time was you had Allen Iverson, you had Tracy McGrady, you had T-Mac, you had Vince Carter, Ray Allen, everybody at that time, the young rookie first, second, third year players, everybody had their own team. And so, the knock on Kobe was at the time, for many years, was that he had Shaq. And it was no social media back then, but I'm sure Kobe caught wind of that all the time. So as Kobe would go along and put up great numbers besides Shaq in the playoffs, and in the regular season, making all-stars and doing everything, it was still a slight on him because we had never seen him do it on his own. Like we watched Allen Iverson do, take his team to the finals. We watched Vince Carter put pressure and take his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. We watched Ray Allen, do his thing with the Supersonics and with Milwaukee and the Supersonics. But we seen players like Tracy McGrady, playing lights out in Orlando. We seen players hold their own, but with Kobe Bryant, it was still a question mark there. So the thing about Kobe Bryant was he had to prove a point, man. He had a point to prove. So after him leaving Shaq, for me, that was the turning point. When I seen Kobe, when he struggled for like 2 years or something like that, not making the playoffs, but his numbers was crazy. His numbers was crazy. You can go back and look it up right now. I'm not getting ready to do that, but I just want to put that out there. That's kind of how the narrative was, because Kobe had a point to prove. And believe me, he proved that point. He wound up surpassing all his peers. I mean, all of his peers acknowledged him. The Allen Iversons, the Tracy McGrady's, everybody. Kobe wound up surpassing all of them just straight outworking everybody else. And of course, when he left Shaq, when the Shaq and the Kobe departure happened, that's when you really got the chance to really see who Kobe Bryant was. As he went to the finals, 2008, 9, and 2010. He went to the finals 3 years straight without Shaq. So he had proved his point, that he was the best player in the league. I mean, at that time, these narratives that people might put out there, you got to really pay attention. Kobe Bryant was dominating the league. It was not for question. So that's just one of the true narratives that I wanted to bring or shed the light of, a little backstory on Kobe Bryant and his greatness and his skills. I'm going to give more of these true narratives in the near future. I want to thank everybody that listened. If you listen to it this far, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, leave a comment. If you want an eyewitness account, yeah, leave a comment. Let's go.